Why do we fall ill? Why do we fall ill? Health and its failure. Health is the metabolic well-being of a human. Health is a state of being well enough to function physically, mentally, and socially with optimum efficiency. We can think of well-being as effective functioning. We speak about the world's health in a lot of circumstances and hence are familiar with it. Personal and community issues both matter for health. If health means a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, it cannot be something that each one of us can achieve entirely on our own. The health of the organisms depend on their environment. As humans, we live in a society forming a social environment and therefore it is an important factor in our individual health. The health of the social environment affects the health of individual too. Difference between healthy and disease-free. Disease literally means being uncomfortable. We talk of disease when we find a specific cause for it. It is possible to be in poor health without actually suffering from a particular disease, which is disease-free. On the other hand, a person who is totally fit and is resistant towards diseases is called healthy person. Hence, a person with poor immunity can be called disease-free but not healthy. Disease and its cause. Tissues make up physiological systems or organ systems that carry out body functions. Each organ system has its parts and their particular functions. The musculoskeletal system, which is made up of bones and muscles, hold the body parts together and help the body move. When there is a disease, the functioning of some organs is affected. These changes give rise to the symptoms of disease, which are signs showing the presence of a disease, but do not indicate what the disease is. Symptoms and laboratory tests together gives a definite indication of the presence of a disease. Acute and chronic diseases. The foremost question about a disease is, how long is it going to last? On the basis of the period of diseases, they are classified as acute or chronic. Diseases which last for short durations of time are called acute diseases. Other hand, which last for a long period, as long as lifetime, are called chronic diseases. Cause of diseases. What causes a particular disease? Microorganisms like virus, bacteria, etc. cause diseases. But how did the virus enter into the body? The attack of virus could be through several ways, through air, water, or even food, or even from an infected person. Poor nourishment right from the time of birth can also be cause of a disease. When polluted or unclean food or water is taken, the virus enters the body and becomes active and causes the disease. infectious and non-infectious diseases. Diseases where microbes are the immediate causes are called infectious diseases. This is because microbes can spread in the community and cause the disease. Microbes are the infectious agents. On the other hand, there are also diseases that are not caused by infectious agents. Their causes vary, but are not external cause like microbes. These diseases are called non-infectious diseases. Infectious diseases. Organisms that cause diseases are found in wide range of such categories of classification. Some of them are virus, bacteria, fungi, single-celled animals or protozoans. Some diseases are also caused by multicellular organisms such as worms of different kinds. Infectious diseases. Some diseases caused by virus are common cold, influenza, dengue, etc. Disease like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis are caused by bacteria. Many skin infections are caused by fungi and protozoans cause malaria and kala-azar. Intestinal worms cause infection as well as diseases like elephantiasis. Means of spread. How does the disease spread? Many microbes can commonly move from an affected person to someone else in a variety of ways. Hence, these diseases are called communicable diseases. Such diseases causing microbes can spread through air. This occurs as the little droplets thrown out when the infected person sneezes or coughs. Another person who breathes these droplets gets infected by the microbes. Diseases like common cold, pneumonia, and tuberculosis spread like this. Diseases can spread through water also. This happens when the disease-causing microbes gets into water bodies and is consumed by people without safe supply. It is necessary to filter the water before drinking. Polluted water should not be consumed as it may contain many disease-causing microbes. Animals or insects also transmit diseases. Mosquitoes carry malaria-causing bacteria from infected person to a healthy person, and as it carries the diseases-causing germs, it is called a vector. Principles of treatment. Based on what we have learned so far, it would appear that there are two ways to treat an infectious disease. First, we can provide treatment that will reduce the symptoms. Medicine and rest will help to vanish the symptoms. Treating of symptoms may not always kill the microbes, so a medicine that can kill the microbe has to be taken. These are called antibiotics. Antibiotics are of different types for different microbes. You should consult a doctor who will give you an antibiotic corresponding to the microbe inside you. Principles of prevention. Apart from treatment after being affected, is there a way with which we can prevent the disease? The general way of preventing infections mostly relate to preventing exposed to polluted and unclear environment. Other important way is to have a strong immune system, which is fighting off microbes. We have cells that kill the microbes. These cells go into action each time when infecting microbe enters the body. The immune cells manage to kill the infecting cells long before it assumes major proportions. So, if someone is frequently affected by diseases, it means that the person is having a weak immune system. The functioning of the immune system will not be good if proper and sufficient nourishment and food is not available. It is also said that prevention is better than cure. This is because the infected person's bodily functions are damaged and may never recover. Also, the treatment of the disease will take time, which means the infected person has to rest for a long time. The infected person also acts as a source from where the infection may spread to various people. This leads to multiplication of diseased persons. Hence, prevention is better than cure.
మా వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.